You think you're burnt out. You wake up tired, drag yourself through the day, scroll mindlessly at night and wonder, why does everything feel so empty? But what if I told you, you're not burnt out. You're not broken. You're just bored with your life. Yes, bored. Bored with the monotony. Bored with the predictability. Bored with the version of life you've built that's too small for your soul. And that feeling you're calling burnout? It's your mind and body begging for something real, for challenge, for meaning, for fire. Because deep down, you know this isn't it. You go through the motions. Same job, same people, same thoughts. You check off your to-do list, hit your deadlines, smile politely. But inside, you're numb. You scroll through social media, watching other people live their dreams, travel the world, build things, create. You watch and you ache, not because you're tired, but because you want that too. You crave aliveness, and your current life isn't giving it to you. So your brain shuts down, not from overwork, but from under-inspiration. We live in a world that glorifies hustle and speed. So the moment we feel drained, we assume it's burnout. We tell ourselves, I just need rest. I need a vacation. I need a break. But what if your exhaustion isn't physical, it's existential? What if you're tired because nothing in your life is lighting you up? Because you've stopped growing? Because your goals don't scare you? Because your conversations lack depth? Because every day feels like a watered-down version of the last? That's not burnout. That's boredom in disguise. And the scariest part? You might not even notice it happening. Because boredom doesn't always feel like yawning. It can feel like scrolling, like binge-watching, like overeating, like being too tired to go out, like endless distraction. Your boredom wears the mask of fatigue. You didn't choose a boring life. It snuck up on you, one compromise at a time, one maybe later at a time, one I'll stay where it's safe at a time. You stopped trying new things. You stopped taking risks. You stopped dreaming not because you lost hope, but because being comfortable became easier than being alive. And now your days blur together. You're not sad. You're not happy. You're just here, existing. And you call it adulthood. You don't need a 3-week vacation. You don't need more sleep. You don't need a bubble bath and scented candles. You need to shake up your life. You need a challenge that scares you. You need to learn something new. You need to do something that makes your heart beat faster, not because of stress, but because of excitement. You need meaning. You need movement. You need mystery. The human brain is designed to crave novelty, exploration, and creation. Without that, we rot. Not because we're weak, but because we're wired for more. So how do you fix a boring life? Not overnight. But you start with micro changes that create macro shifts. Start doing one thing a day that makes you uncomfortable. Talk to a stranger. Say yes to something weird. Sign up for that dance class. Revisit something you loved as a child. Painting, writing, exploring, building. Before life told you it was unrealistic. Create more than you consume. Write, film, record, design, build, post it, even if it's cringe. Creation is one of the most powerful antidotes to boredom. Break the routine, even in small ways. Take a new route. Eat something different. Work from a new place. Your brain lights up in new environments. Ask yourself dangerous questions. What would I do if I knew I wouldn't fail? What dream have I buried under responsibility? What life would I live if I didn't care what people think? You don't have to burn your life down. You just have to wake it up. You've been told to rest, to be gentle, to slow down. And yes, sometimes that's the medicine. But other times, you don't need a nap. You need a mission. You don't need a spa day. You need to feel alive. There's a fire in you that's been smothered, not by exhaustion, but by repetition, by dullness, by silence. And the only way to reignite it is to do something different. Something that forces your eyes wide open. Something that makes you feel like a beginner again. Something that reminds you, you're still here, you're still capable, you're still powerful. You're not burnt out. You're bored. And that's good news, because burnout needs healing. But boredom needs boldness. So go. Try. Say yes to the adventure. Choose the path that excites and terrifies you. Live a life that doesn't need escaping from. Because the moment you stop settling for numbness is the moment you come back to life.